What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Honduras has officially announced an end to diplomatic ties with Taiwan after switching recognition to Beijing. Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed the news during a press conference on Sunday. Bing Wang reports.
Making it official. The foreign ministers of Honduras and China met in Beijing to formalize diplomatic ties between the countries. This comes more than a week after Honduran President Xiomara Castro declared her intentions to do so on social media. Prior to this, Honduras had diplomatic relations with Taiwan for over 80 years. The governments in Beijing and Taipei each claim to represent all of China, and neither allows for international recognition of the other. The government in Taipei has responded by requesting Honduras to close its embassy in Taiwan. The flagpole that once held Honduras' flag is now gone.
为了维护国家主权和尊严，决定自即日起终止和洪都拉斯共和国的外交关系，全面停止双边合作计划，撤离大使馆、驻散布总领事馆、技术团及电力团等相关人员。
Foreign Minister Joseph Wu also said that before severing ties, Castro's government demanded Taiwan build a hospital, a dam, and to release Honduras from their debt to Taiwan. A move Taipei believes has ulterior motives.
那我想直接给钱的这种方式，这个就是有点像是贿赂。那我想以2次红方跟我们提出来要盖医院，却有2个截然不同的这个价格的这种方式，感觉上他们是要钱，而不是要医院。
In the video address, Taiwan President Tsai accused China of bribing Honduras to decrease Taipei's and increase Beijing's influence in the region.
我们不会和中国进行无意义的金钱外交竞逐。过去几年，中国不断利用各种方式打压台湾的国际参与，升高对我们的军事侵扰，冲击区域的和平稳定。
President Tsai reassured the public that Taiwan would continue to build unofficial relations with friendly countries.
台湾人民已经向世界证明，我们从不因威胁而退缩。 台湾和友邦以及理念相近国家的合作与连结，共同促进国际福祉与安全的努力，只会增加，不会减少。
The announcement would leave Taiwan with just 13 diplomatic allies. The majority of those are Honduras' neighbors in Central America and the Caribbean. There is concern that Paraguay, Taiwan's last South American ally, may also break diplomatic relations if the opposition party wins the presidency next month. While the loss of another country may hurt Taipei, there's been an increasing number of European and American delegations over the past few years. And as Taiwan works to increase trade relations with these countries, regardless of bilateral ties, it is hoped this will ease the sting. Patrick Chen and Bing Wang in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
For more on the breaking of ties between Taiwan and Honduras, TaiwanPlus reporter Louise Watt spoke to Tong Jiayan, a political scientist at the National University of Singapore.
Taiwan lost Honduras just as President Tsai is about to embark on a trip to Taiwan's 2 remaining allies in Central America this week, and of course via the US. Is the timing significant?
I suppose the timing is intended to embarrass President Tsai, but again, whether and how much that actually is an embarrassment is a different story, because if she completes her meetings in the U.S., including with House Speaker McCarthy, it would suggest that the substantive nature of Tsai's visit overseas will actually have been achieved, right? So the Honduras issue may be a bit of embarrassment, but it doesn't amount to undermining Taiwan's overall foreign policy objectives.
Taiwan has lost 9 allies in the past 7 years since President Tsai came to power. President Tsai has 1 more year left. Are we likely to see Taiwan lose more allies, or is this something she can stem?
This question of allies is actually an interesting one. In Taiwan's language, they often like to talk about states that continue to have diplomatic relations with officially the Republic of China as allies, but they are not allies in the sense that they provide any security guarantee. This is the sort of standard use of ally. What they are countries that extend diplomatic recognition officially to Taipei. So I guess the point about this loss of recognition, of course, strikes headlines, but what it doesn't really capture is the sort of more complex dynamics. It also doesn't capture the substantive nature of relations between Taipei and other capitals that have been going on an unofficial basis. So just as Honduras had broken relations, we saw the visit by the Speaker of the lower house of the Czech Parliament, and complete with a pretty large entourage. And at the face of it, I think we have to recognize that the derecognition of Taiwan, or the limited recognition of Taiwan internationally, has to do with PRC pressure. So as long as PRC pressure is there, as long as it increases, there is not that much that Taiwan on its own can do to keep up this formal diplomatic recognition of the ROC.
That was Tong Jiayan, a political scientist at the National University of Singapore. President Tsai met with a visiting delegation from the Czech Republic on Monday afternoon. Speaker of Czech's parliament's lower house, Markéta Pekarová-Adamová, is leading the group. The visitors include government officials, business leaders, and academics. It's the largest delegation the Czech Republic has ever sent to Taiwan, with over 150 people. The group also opened a Czech business and community center in Taipei on Monday morning to facilitate stronger economic ties with Taiwan. President Tsai said she hoped for more cooperation between the two countries.
我们成立的中东欧投融资基金，台湾跟中东欧的许多的企业都表现出踊跃的投资意愿，在捷克也有许多计划在评估审查当中，相信未来能够促成双边企业在资金、技术方面的更多的合作。
Taiwan's former president Ma Ying-jeou arrived in China on Monday for a historic trip. It's the first time ever a former Taiwan head of state has visited China. Ma led Taiwan before current President Tsai Ing-wen. He oversaw a period of warm relations between Beijing and Taipei. Ma is from the opposition Kuomintang. He will spend 10 days in China, leading a delegation that includes his former presidential staffers, academics, and students.
希望透过年轻人的热情互动呢，能够改善两岸目前的氛围，让和平呢能够更快、更早的来到我们这里。
In the southern city of Kaohsiung, city officials partially completed a project to revitalize one of Taiwan's first cities. It's hoped that the new initiative will boost tourism and repair old beliefs. Erika Liu has the story.
The old city of Xing was Taiwan's first earth-walled city. The walls witnessed the Qing dynasty, the Japanese occupation, and the post-war period. A nearby area called Snake Hill was originally included, but ultimately left out for strategic considerations. Instead, Guisan, or Turtle Mountain, was encircled. The remnants of the wall are still visible today.
南边就远离龟山，那把整个那个龟山那个围在城里面，所以有一句谚语叫“围龟放蛇”，哦，把这只龟围起来，那个远离那个蛇山。
During the Japanese occupation, the Sungli Road was built, splitting the Guisan Mountains into two. People back then believed splitting the mountains destroyed the feng shui of the area and led to the decline of the city. Feng shui is a belief in balance of an area and the flow of energy. In 2016, officials announced a project to rebuild the historic site. The old city walls were reconstructed and reconnected, restoring the feng shui. The construction took a year and officially opened on March 26th. Now begins Phase 2.
阶段的计划就是从南门串联到这个东门的这个通道我们希望说能够跟第一阶段的通路把它建起来。
The second phase will also incorporate historical landscapes, continue excavations, and promote preservation of the old city. City officials hope this will help increase tourism through local and cultural history and restore the feng shui of the area. Leon Lien and Erika Liu for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of an exhibition titled Afterlife on display at the London Art Centre. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.